Mr. Beast, Iman Gadji, Kyle Forgard, and Luke Belmar. What do all these guys have in common? They were all self-made millionaires before the age of 30. In this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 tips on how to truly make money work for you. Because you see, these guys didn't just get rich and famous just by a chance, by luck. No, these guys knew and understood what it took to build actual wealth, not just saving money on a whim. Now, unlike a lot of other YouTubers, I'm just going to jump straight into it. So with the first tip, we're talking education. Okay, and I'm not talking about education that comes down to grade school, then going into junior high, and then high school, then college, and getting a good degree. I mean, that's all well and good. Like, you need to learn how to read, you need to learn how to write, how to use math, all that sort of stuff. You need it in your life, right? That's good. But to truly be successful and truly be wealthy, like you clicked on this video because you want to learn how to do, you need other sorts of education. Education that comes from people other than the ones that were taught how to teach. You need to be taught by people who've experienced that stuff and actually have become successful. Where do you find those people? Maybe you don't have a father who went out and built a giant business, or a family friend who is the CEO of this company. Maybe you don't have that, but there's books. Yes, there's tons, millions of books written by entrepreneurs who actually became successful in their particular field. One in particular that changed my life and changed millions of people's lives, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I know, it's everywhere. You've heard it over and over. That's because it changes your mind. It's literally meant to get inside of your head and teach you how to learn, how to think like a wealthy human being. That one in particular, please, if you don't take anything else from this video, go out and buy that book and start reading it. As well, another book that changed my life was The Way of the Superior Man. Okay, it's just a different ideology. It's just a different thought that, wow, you know what? That's actually good advice. That's what comes from books, from knowledge, from people who actually experience those things. As well as there's podcasts, millions of podcasts that are out now where you can gather a good education from listening to them. When you're working out in the gym, I don't put in music like everyone else. I see they have AirPods and they're blaring it. No, I don't want to dull my mind. I want to learn and continue to be learning, always be learning, continue educating myself. Because that's what the wealthy people do. They continue to grow and build on education. And so in that, listening to podcasts like Andrew Huberman, Alex Hermosi, there's another one, Ed Milet, all of these guys, they've understood what it took in their particular field, and they want to share that with everyone else. And it's easy with podcasts, simple and easy to listen to. Tip number 2 is going to be getting a certification or building some sort of skill. Personally, for me, one of the biggest things that I did was getting into real estate, getting my real estate certification to be a sales agent in the state of Texas. Okay, and what that did for me is that allowed me to get the opportunity to, 1, educate myself more, but 2, allowed me to get into a realm that other people couldn't get into. Okay, and that's what a college degree is in a sense. It puts you in that next tier, that next level. But the thing is, with the college degrees, you have to go through 4 years and spend millions and millions of dollars to do so. You have to invest so much time, so much effort, and honestly, it's more for degenerates. It's a time to take away, to go party, hang out with girls, which is all good and well, but we're here to improve. We're here to be wealthy. And with that, certifications come down to you and what you want to do with your life. I went into real estate and I got my certification to be a sales agent, and it made lots and lots of money from it because I was put in a realm and it's something that I was interested in doing. As well, you can build other skills like video editing. That is something that is big going on that many entrepreneurs need. They want to build out their website. They want to build out their social media following. If you know how to edit their videos for them, you can get paid for that. As well, you can do other things such as Google ads, you can do website coding, learn these skills. Then you're able to use that tangibly to turn into actual revenue. Use those skills. Those that you built out, certifications, those are needed. And when you add that, that's what the wealthy do. They add and stack skills and continue to build on it. Because then and only then can you actually have a vast amount of knowledge to go out and make more money. Think of it. The more skills you have, the more problems you're able to solve, which then result in the more money made. Because that's what making money is. You're solving problems for other people who need help. The third tip for building wealth is going to be starting some sort of business or side hustle. And you might be thinking, wow, business? How do I start a business? That's so far out there. Like that's like a giant, that's like Everest. How am I going to climb Everest? It is so much easier than you think. But we'll touch on that later. Let's just say a side hustle. That sounds a little bit easier, a little more tangible, right? Maybe flipping garages. Gary Vee talks about it all the time in his videos. He goes to garage sales, buys some junk, puts it on eBay. I don't have time for that. You may though. You may go out and make a lot of money through that. What I personally did when I was in high school was sell candy bars to my friends. I swear, I did this. In junior high and high school, I would bring candy bars. I'd go to Sam's, pick up a bunch of candy bars. You know, they have like those whole variety packs, and you can go after school and sell them. And you gotta do it under the table, because I'll be honest, I got in trouble a few times, but you know what? I was making money. Okay, and they were like, oh, this guy's a little entrepreneur, which is good. It's all good and well. But another thing would be car washes. You don't want to get in trouble with the principals. Just go do car washes, mobile car washes. Go to your houses in your neighborhood. Just knock on the door and say, hey, I see your car's a little dirty. Do you mind if I wash it for $30? There you go. Money, side hustle. You can do that on the weekends. You can do that after school, whatever it is. If you're out of school, go mow lawns, right? I started that as well. And it's compounding. Save that money then. So this is where the saving comes in, because it's wealth. You gotta think of wealth. You have that money, you save it, then you're able to then use that to build and grow. Now you have compounding interest. That's an exponential growth curve. You learned about that in school, which maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Another thing that I personally worked on, and what I did once I was in college, when I was still hustling, still trying to make money, and I had a decent amount built up, but why not make more? Redbubble. Okay, I don't know if you've heard of this website or if you've seen it before. Or it was kind of a tangible thing, but this website made me so much money in college, and it honestly helped me expedite my growth and my wealth. So hopefully we can do the same for yours. Basically, all you do is go in and make designs, learn how to Photoshop, but you don't even have to learn that much nowadays. It's real simple. You just go, put that in one of those background removers, take that image, put it on a piece of paper, or whatever they print there at Redbubble, and you can make money through that. I was literally making thousands of dollars a month just from doing this. As well as, when we talk about building a business or starting a business, you can actually open an LLC for give or take $400 or $500 if you have that saved up, which I'm assuming most of you can probably work some sort of side hustle to save up for a business. Okay, now once you have a business established, then that's when the fun begins, because now you have tax incentives to actually go out and continue to grow on that business, to build out more things. Like this mic, for instance, actually cost money, but it actually was free because my business is making YouTube videos for you guys and doing fitness, coaching, all that sort of stuff. So I need a mic to talk to you. I can write that off as a business expense because I have an LLC open, which cost me $400 or $500 at the start. But now this $100 mic can be free. As long as you're making some sort of money, you can write off those expenses and you can actually save money in the end. Get free objects like this. Now, the fourth tip for building your wealth is going to be investing in real estate. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know it sounds out of this world. Nowadays, with interest rates the way they're going, how can anyone ever afford a home? It's insane. Not only that, it's gonna drop. Remember 2008? Yes, I know, but hear me out, okay? Real estate is an asset. Everyone needs a place to live, right? You do. If you're a human being on earth, you need a place to live. I'm in this home right now. I need a roof over my head. We need food, water, and shelter. Shelter is real estate, okay? And think about this as well. Elon Musk, right? One of the wealthiest men in the world, Jeff Bezos, these guys don't hold their money in cash, do they? No, they own assets. Assets being a business, like Tesla, like Amazon. Assets also including real estate. And the thing is, what you can do with real estate is you can leverage your money using some sort of bank. And yes, that's where the interest rates come in. That's where financing comes in. But as well, you are able to buy an asset with little to no money. And you can put money, the more money you put in, the safer, right? But with little to no money, you can buy a tangible physical asset. Control so much more money than you actually have. And you can then churn out cash flow through that property. With real estate, it's pretty safe as well. So long as you can put 3% down on a home, you can actually go out and control the entirety of that home. And with that, do something that we call house hack. Live in one room and rent out the other rooms. Now you then reduced the price and cost of living. So in a sense, you're saving money, but you're also making money from everyone else in that home. And now you're actually making money. Now, you see, this is where the wealthy think differently. This is how you become and build wealth. Think outside of the box. Oh, yeah, I could go buy that home, and yeah, it would be a lot cooler and a lot nicer if I just owned the big, rich mansion, and I did that, but where are you right now? Do you have that? If you do, then why are you watching this video on how to become wealthy? right? You're watching this video because you are struggling and you need to figure out these ways. You need to figure out the ins and the outs of how the wealthy think. And this is it. They sacrifice their time right now for their future. They delay gratification. So yeah, maybe they have to sleep in a little corner room and they have to share the bathroom with someone in the kitchen. But you know what? They then use that money to compound, live below their means, compound all of their wealth into actual true wealth. Because if you just have money, you don't have much. When you own assets, then you're able to control so much more. Then lastly, that brings us to tip number 5, which is joining some sort of community. Think about it. Country clubs. Just think of the place in your town, whatever city you live in. Think of the area where the wealthy and the elites hang out, whatever it may be. Maybe it's a church, maybe it's some sort of club, some bar downtown or something. Most of the time, it's going to be a country club. Why do the wealthy's people, why do they hang out at these certain areas and congregate all together? Well, it's because they want to learn from each other. They want to build on everyone else that they have around them. They not only want to utilize those friendships to better themselves, but also utilize those friendships to help better their friends. A rising tide lifts all ships. Think about it. If you wanted to build a business, right? You go out and you're hustling, you're working hard, but now let's say your other friend goes out, parties and drinks at night. Well, you have to work on your business. You have messages to make, you have meetings to attend, and it goes into the long hours, because if you're really working to build your wealth and be wealthy, become truly wealthy, you have to work 24/7. The thing is, with your friend going out and partying, he's honestly dragging you down because your constant thoughts. And maybe you go out with him every once in a while. Maybe, during the week, you're working hard and you're building on your business, and your friend's going out and you're a little bit above him, and he's just constantly going and doing those things, and you want to improve, but well, it's a Saturday, it's a weekend, so I can go out and I can party. What's your competition doing? What are the actual true wealthy people doing? Think of it. Mr. Beast, Iman Gadji, Kyle Forgard, Luke Belmar, these guys, they don't stop. It doesn't matter. And you know why? They surround themselves with people who are better than them or bring out the best in them. And you see, I talk about this a lot, but you are the average of the 5 people you hang around the most. So I'm going to ask, who are those 5 people that you're hanging out with the most? And what does that make you? So on that note, I linked the community that I'm in down below, so you're more than welcome to check that out. Because if you clicked on this video thinking that you were going to get rich and thinking that was something that you wanted, I hope you learned something and realized that that's not what you need. The key is to truly build wealth. As soon as you understand that and begin to actually realize how the world works, you'll then see endless amounts of opportunities, and then you'll be able to actually give value to people who need it. You'll begin to understand how to make money. So what are you waiting for? Click that X in the corner, turn off this video, and go pick up a book and start reading.